look through those equips while you get that sorted. Okay. Well, first of all, let me check like. Adele. Says no crit rate. Crit says 95. So that's probably from the from the link skills. Oh, not even. Hang on. Where's that critical rate coming from? Using sharp eyes. Boost node. There's only a little bit in crit rate here. Let's go massively on symbols. There's gotta be some crit rate in. Oh, there's some crit rate here, but that's only 10. What else can give crit rate? The emblem? No. And 9 crit rate here, I guess. Huh, that's about it. Why isn't it working? Did you check your options? Bottom left, like your user settings? And you'll go to speech and video, see if the input device is set correctly. Sometimes it fucks up. Hello, hello. You just try any of the devices there. Wait, none in critical rate. How's it at 95 without even without what's his face? Without the phantom. Only level 2 focus spare. Well, there is a critical rate here, but there's only a little bit. This is the upper line though, right? Yeah, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess that's the line in the... Well, the line here and the weapon is 19 together, so that's about 20, so that's about the whole link skill. So that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. Okay, so matrix-wise...
Hello?
Hello, I hear you. Do you hear me now?
Yeah, I just connected on my phone because for some reason my computer, my Xbox One mic won't work.
I see.
I just connected on my phone.
Oh, now I'm gonna hear you twice because of the background.
Oh, now I'm gonna hear you twice. Yeah, I got you. I'm watching your stream. Let me pause that.
All right. You hear me once now?
Yeah, I got you.
That's more than enough.
Right.
You want to? You don't want to get two of me. It's a little bit too much. All right. So I see an Adele.
Oh yeah.
And I think I saw you in Choo Choo, right? So you're at least 220.
Yeah, I'm 225. Well, about to be 226. I'm literally 225.99 right now.
99. All right. So we'll say 226 for all intents and purposes here.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to actually do some kind of killing of any monster to get that last thing.
You'll get it with your legs daily, dude. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
It's a free EXP there. I mean, they're making you do the dailies, so.
Right. Taking full advantage of this.
Exactly. All right, so
I just soloed whatever the hell that clown face is and got that belt. Replaced my temporarily pants for that.
Exactly. So that's the one that was last screenshot, right?
Yeah.
Good. All right, so you don't have to worry about that expiring.
I still gotta do the top.
Oh, true. Oh, yeah, because I saw the other screenshot. Yeah, this one still is timed until the 23rd. You got 3 days. The top is from Vanbahn. It's like the, well, quote unquote, the easiest one. You got to make sure you put your.
Really?
Yeah, you got to make sure that you put your animations down real low, just high enough that you can see the crystals, but low enough so that you can see what his animations are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I did a practice mode on him like 2 days ago, and he keeps whatever that little ball thing he keeps sending towards me keeps killing me.
Yeah, so you can duck underneath.
I can pretty much.
Yeah.
I know I can probably solo a good amount of bosses right now. Just because, to be honest with you, I've been playing this game since I've been 12. I'm 26, so I've been
experience.
on and off, but I never actually took it serious. Like everything I have is from like a year when I actually stopped playing this game, and then I literally just now started to come back because fucking Adele came out. So I was like, "Fuck it, we do it again."
Yeah, go again.
Yeah, we MapleStory just has a way of pulling me in.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think everyone feels that. You don't really quit, right? You just take breaks.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so
after 5 years of being gone.
I mean, some decent progress so far with your coming back. Yeah, so for Von Bond specifically, I guess to jump into that. So if he shoots that ball thing, you can duck underneath it or you can jump over it. It'll depend on. So did you have the transparency down before, or was it kind of like chaotic because of your swords flying around and all of your effects and stuff?
Oh yeah, I turned that bad boy down. I couldn't do all the pink all the damn time in my face.
Yeah. So he has like in the beginning he has like 3 main attacks, right? So he just randomly teleports, it's whatever. If you're close enough, he smacks you and stuns you, so you want to keep your distance.
Okay.
And then he sends out the projectile, right? The whatever it is, the little energy ball, whatever. And then he also has the thing where he can create like a shadow in the map, and then he teleports you to where that shadow is. And sometimes
I realized that.
Yeah.
That was a little.
And it's a little annoying because sometimes that shadow is like in the line of the trajectory that he shoots, in the ball, right? Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to hold your down key so you can duck underneath it. And then even if he teleports you into the trajectory of the ball, as soon as you get teleported, you'll just be holding down and you'll go underneath the projectile.
Okay.
They'll probably save you a bunch of times. The other thing you can do is when you see him doing the animation of creating the shadow, what you can do is right after he creates that, jump to his other side, and then he will be shooting his projectile to where you are facing, and then before it can hit you, you'll get teleported to the other side, and you can just keep attacking. Okay. But that's kind of a little bit more advanced once you get more used to the timings of like how long it takes before you get teleported, how long his animations are, that kind of stuff. And if you get a little bit further into it, he has the skill where he raises up into the air, and if you're still on the ground when he uses that, you'll just get one tapped on the ground. So you have to jump and stay in the air for a little bit. So just jump, or jump, like dash to a crystal in the air or something like that works. But like a regular flash jump would also work as long as you time it correctly. The only thing that can be annoying is if he does like the if he does all three of those last things at the same time. So if he creates the image, and you're getting teleported into it, and you have to hold down so that you don't get hit by it, and he also does the other attack while the other two are still going on, then sometimes you can be caught in like a death situation. And then the only thing you can really do is either have that green shield on, or use the what's the other skill? I keep forgetting there's like a shield you have, right?
Shield?
Yeah, it's like a yellow skill.
Little thing. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so if you use that, if you use that one, you would be able to tank like one hit of either of those.
Okay.
Because the hits don't go over 100%. They're both like at 100%. So using that skill would also allow you to tank them if you're like too late for something else, or you get caught in this situation where all of the things are actually hitting you at the same time, which sometimes happens. But it typically happens when you're pretty far away from him, because that gives him time to start up that I don't know what it is, like a jump attack, right? It gives him time to start that one up while the other ones are still in progress. So if you stay a little bit closer to him, the other attacks, both the teleport and the projectile, will have already passed once he gets into that new attack. So you should have more time to respond to it. But again, you don't want to get too close because then he smacks you and stuns you, and that one's very dangerous because then the projectile will probably come next while you're still stunned, and then
Gotcha.
We know what happens then.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, the other main thing, you probably won't need it because you're pretty high level, but the other main thing is that you have those black portals and those white portals that show up, the like half clocks, right?
Yeah.
And if you hit him while he's in one of the white clocks, the timer of the map will go down, so you have to kill him faster. If you hit him while he's in one of the darker clocks, it's like black, purplish, then the timer of the map will go up, so you have longer to hit him and to kill him, basically.
Gotcha.
So that's the... that'll give you a little bit more time. But for you probably have enough damage. It's probably just focusing on surviving and looking at his animations more so than when do I hit him, when do I not hit him. That's more like when you're level 205 or 210 and you barely have your gear and you're like trying to, you're trying to solo it just to do the practice thing.
Yeah, this damage creep have been one of the main reasons why I kept playing this.
I feel the same with Arc. Like in the beginning, I wasn't totally sold on it, but it just gets so much stronger. It's kind of silly to not play it because it's just so good. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It just keeps sucking you in. It's like, hey, look at his new skill that just destroys the entire map. Don't you love me? And it's like, well, okay, I guess I kind of love you.
I couldn't say it any better. Wow. Yes.
And then Von Bon has this other skill where he basically just retreats into another dimension, and then you have to you'll see a portal appear somewhere in the map. You have to go through that portal and then just deal enough damage to him in the other portal to kill him there. But you get dealt a lot of damage over time in that other dimension. So make sure you keep using potions a lot when you're in there until you kill him.
So just spam potion, gotcha.
Basically, yeah, and then use
the power elixir. That no problem.
the power of the power of HP pots. But he does damage, and and the map does damage. So make sure that you don't forget. And then after a while, if you kill him, you'll just get teleported back, and then you can just and then you can just kill him back in the main map. And then the last phase is kind of like HMAG, but a little bit more annoying. Like he drops balls from the sky. And he randomly teleports to locations, spinning around and pushing you back. So he can push you into the balls as well. So you gotta be, you gotta have like fast reaction speed. So maybe not in your current state, but
be honest with you, I'm not even gonna lie to you because just doing practice mode, like I said, I ended up failing though. Don't get me wrong, but I got this man down to like 1% of his HP. So and there was me just going in it blind, not knowing no strategy. So I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you'll get it then. Yeah, for sure.
I'm doing enough damage. I can get it to well, I used to have it at 100% crit rate because I remember hearing you saying something about my crit rate. I used to have it at 100%, but I knocked it down and I remind you, everything I'm doing is just me being a nerd from playing this game for over as long as I've been playing it.
For sure.
But I took it down and I just put it into crit damage, and with my ignored. Right now, I'm thinking about replacing my ignored defense that I have in my hyperstat, but I don't even know what I want to put it into. But if you see, I have my crit damage, ignored defense damage, and boss damage at 10. I don't see any point of going over that because my old main is actually a Canyon Master, the level 228.
Sure. Oh yeah. Oh my god, it looks fabulous, dude.
I know. I love his look.
It's like a rainbow just threw up over him. Yeah.
I know. And when I got the hairstyle and the bunny, I'm telling you that.
Yeah, it just completes it.
Nigga.
Yeah, it completes the look for sure.
I had that character for mad long, but I perfected that look on it, and I love it. But there's his old outfit was, I don't know, a couple of years ago, they gave out this permanent equipment bunny outfit, and I put that on
bunny outfit?
Some bitch I named Blonde Ho, but that's regardless of the point. What the fuck are we talking about? My bad, I'm high.
We're I think we were at crit rate at some point.
Oh yeah.
You were trying to move points out of IED or something. Well, I'll just look at your stat window and we'll go from there. Because you're pretty far into it, so I'm pretty sure a lot of the super basics we don't really have to get into because you probably understand most of those baseline things. So ID wise, you get a little bit of extra. That's gonna get nourished. You're at 11. You got this at 9. How much do you have in arcane power right now in your hyper stats?
0.
Oh, 0. So it's just red because of the guild buff.
Guild buff. I don't use guild. I've never used.
No,
guild
there's
buff.
there's a guild skill. Sorry, there's a guild, like a passive guild skill that gives you a little bit of extra arcane power if you're in a guild that has it leveled up. I think it gives you 30.
Oh, maybe.
So that must be that could be why it's showing up as a red number, right? That it's buffed.
Really? But even though when I open my arcade window, it says 510. Like if you scroll down.
Yeah, and how much strength does it say? Does it say 4,800?
On my strength. What do you see? What do you see? Oh yeah, 4,800.
Yeah. So that means that if you add up the levels of the symbols below, it'll be 48 levels. Or well, no, not no, it won't be 48 because you have 3 symbols. So those are 2, so 6. So it should be 42 levels, I think, if you add it all up. Yeah, I think. Because the extra 30 is from the guild skill, yeah. Okay, so you have no points there. So okay.
Oh, so you just kind of broke my heart, man. I'm over here thinking I'm at 510. I got a little proud of myself over here. You just knock a nigga down.
Nah, you know, I mean, functionally you have 510. That's what's most important. You will get you'll get final damage multiplication as if you have 510, so that's fine. But that means that you can go up to so the max isn't 1320, but the max is 1350, right? Because that 30 goes on top of all of the max symbols as well.
I got you.
I just increased your ceiling right now. Your
your
final form is just even higher now.
I guess with the help of guild.
Yeah.
Nah, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah. Indeed, like critical rate is very important, so that's one thing we'll look into. Critical rate, ignore defense, and boss damage are very important when you are bossing. So, tell me a little bit about what you wanna do with the character and what you're trying to achieve. Because right now you're just kind of coasting along, and the character is getting stronger, so you're just kind of being pushed through the content. But is there something specifically that you want to achieve? Or?
At this point, I'm just one-shotting everything around my level at the. To be honest with you. I just want to continue to improve. At this point, it is the strongest character on my account. Sad as I have to say, my poor little canyon shooter, my canyon master. But it is the strongest. And I just want to keep progressing in the game. Take it a little bit more serious.
Okay.
And just, you see what happened to my zookeeper? Damn.
Yep.
Fired on her.
You got naked.
R.I.P. 2 tango after wait.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the temp CRA and it expired?
Yeah, R.I.P.
Oh, that's going to be, looking for some exchange carries. You got an Adele now that can offer exchange carries probably, right?
Yeah, both of them actually. My cannon shooter too.
Oh yeah,
he could do my cannon shooter that. He can solo CRA, hard magnets. I have yet to be able to solo hard magnets on my Adele.
On Adele? Okay.
But I've only attempted to do it one time. So
oh yeah. Yeah, I think you get to it. The main key is to abuse basically your I keep forgetting the name, but like the spinny like brown yellow thing, right? The shield thing that does like reduced incoming damage.
See, I've never utilized that move ever in any boss fight. I should.
Yeah, it's really good. So if you hold it down, you get reduced incoming damage, and the shorter you hold it down, the less of a penalty you get on the cooldown. So the cooldown stays very short if you just use it to ignore one hit or like partially immune one hit, and then it comes back. It's basically at the same cooldown timer as your nuclear option for Cannoneer. Very short cooldown, right?
Okay.
And if you time it perfectly with the hit coming in and you use it right as the damage is coming in, then it turns into an iframe instead for I think 2 or 3 seconds, and then you can just jump through stuff. But that's only if you see like the guard option over your head show up if you time it correctly. But but even if not, then you can immune a big hit. Yeah, for HMAG, we talked about it a little bit before, but it's mainly just a matter of making sure that you just throw all of your burst and your bind all together, and just go ham. And then if you die, you just stay dead and just wait for your cooldowns to come back. And then when they're back, you just
Really? That's it.
and then you go again. Yeah. If you want to go try hard and you really just want to go like, oh, I'm gonna throw my all at this, what's usually gonna happen is you're gonna end up going really well until like the last 10 to 15% of his HP, and then you're gonna end up like throwing 12 lives at just respawning.
Yep, that's literally what ended up happening.
Yeah, that's very, very common.
And the balls that keep damn dropping is always kills me. And if I gotta put up my passive, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, so the best way is just to wait out your cooldowns, and then you might die 2 or 3 times waiting, or 4 times waiting for your cooldowns to come back. But then the run will take longer, but you'll basically have a very, very high success rate if you do it that way.
Okay. Yeah, that's when. Yeah. Very simple. I don't know how I didn't think of that, but like I said,
it feels a little lame though. I sometimes I prefer to just go in and like I'd rather try and then die and then just go back later than do it that way. I mean, to know that I can kill it, that's one thing, but if that's the only way I can kill it, then I'm like, usually I just skip the boss. It's not very satisfactory. One thing that you mentioned though, you keep dying to the balls. So one thing that I would that does remind me of is, do you have any of the you have the resistance link skill, right?
No, wait. Yeah, I do actually.
Because you have like 7k Legion almost, so you must have some of the resistance characters, right?
Man, listen. Back in the day, I just went on when I first started playing this game again, before they revamped all of this shit, I just started making a whole bunch of fucking characters and getting them shit to 140 just for the fuck of it. That's how much time a nigga had back then. And apparently it helped me out, because all of a sudden I'm over here.
Yeah, a lot of value out of that, for sure. Yeah. You wouldn't have had half of this if you didn't do that, for sure.
But I like primary warrior classes anyway, but I ended up maining a damn Canyon Master. It was the only character that I actually enjoyed, weirdly.
It's still a strength user, it still counts, dude.
Yeah, that's why most of my high levels are warriors. Like, if you look on the board, I have almost all warrior classes in this game, except for, like, Adele and Soul Master, whatever his name, the shit that jumps up and down. That's
Dawn Warrior?
Yeah, but I have every other class. Every other warrior class.
Yeah, you got a lot of them. I see that.
And now I just started trying out Ice Wizard, because I realized they got revamped. I'm starting to like mages now, but I hate the squishiness. I can't.
You got that magic guard and stuff.
5 seconds.
Yeah. Even with magic guard, that MP just gets drained.
Right, and I don't got no time.
You got no time for that.
That's one thing I don't like.
They always have autopot though.
Hey, listen. The whole time I've been playing MapleStory, I've never given Nexon not a damn penny. You know why? Until they get their shit together.
Hey, that's never gonna happen. I am not
supporting any of that shit.
Okay.
And what's crazy is that I have so much fucking Maple points that I've never used. That's why I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna start buying shit, and that's why this character got the weird hair and the glasses.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was like, fuck it.
I mean, just call it a look, Just say that that's exactly what you were going for.
Yep. That's exactly what I was going for. Each character I made at some point gotta have some kind of look. You know what I'm saying? That's why my Canyon Master was I'm very proud of that look.
You should be. Yeah.
I used to just leave this character logged all day long, and I'd be going to work and shit, and niggas be coming back, and I have like 1 million frames. Like, that character has so much frames.
Did you get the afro from the event?
Yeah, and then I dyed it pink, and then I got the event bunny, and the mask is also an event. And,
no, I mean from the Bard event, right? You have the mouth mask, and then you had the glasses, and then you had the giant afro with the birds in it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You got it down, but the color is pink though. I had to get it dyed pink to.
But no, it's an NX item. Wait, let me show you.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me log in on that character.
Here, this one, the house band afro. It's got it's got a band of chicks like in the hair playing music.
Oh no 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 no! This is actually a hair.
That was the whole look.
Yeah, this is like the
Boom,
hair.
there you go.
Let me see. Let me log in on that character. Let me see if I get the name.
And then if I go into Arc, look at that. Into Spectre form.
Oh yeah, I actually have that NX item. That's weird. Okay, that's real funny.
It starts taking up the view. I think if you wear it in the Legion, it starts blocking the level of your character. You can't even see
Wow,
what level they are anymore.
that's crazy.
It is.
That's lit. Okay.
All right, let's
All right.
start fine-tuning some stuff. Okay, so you're just generally progressing. You're just trying to kill the bosses as you go. If you feel like, damn, I should probably be able to kill this boss, then you start trying. But other than that, you're still just mainly doing dailies and like training when you feel like it.
Basically, basically, I just want to keep. Basically, I just want to keep progressing in the game
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like I'm getting a little stagnating right now because this as far as I can really think of. I know you can start doing parties and shit, but I be honest with you, I'm kind of lazy and I'm usually high if I'm playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, I just like to just run into a boss map, hit one skill, they all die.
Yeah. Okay. You're not in there to go super nerd mode. You're just
Basically,
you don't need that
I just
that pressure of a team that you're gonna disappoint with your lack of your lack of trying. Yeah, lack of focus. Yeah. Okay, I see. I see. I feel you. Okay. All right. So basically, so once you have like full Abzo, then you go back to CRA, and then once you have full Arcane gear, you'll start thinking about doing Lotus and Damien.
basically
Okay.
what you said.
Okay. So that does mean that because one of the things that's very important to be able to kill bosses is IED, right? But if you're mainly going to focus on training and only go back to these bosses once you're completely decked out, then IED isn't as important because IED doesn't do anything for you when you're training.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the other thing. So one thing you could do, I don't know if you have a second, because you have
Oh
two
yeah, I
free
do.
presets, right, for Legion?
Yeah, I actually do. Let me go to it. Do-do-do-do.
Do you have it in bonus
I'm
experience
sorry, I
or?
was just taking a hit. My fault. My second Legion, I have max in bonus HP, and then I have max ignore defense, so I could switch that to. I'm guessing max crit damage.
Wait, so how is it different from the one in the screenshot?
So okay, you want me to say? Okay, hold up. Let me put. All right, let me put my ball. All right, I'm gonna take a screen capture of it so you can see.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right. I got to do this manually still. For some reason, whenever I hit it, the command doesn't work. So
Oh, really?
yeah, so I got to hit it 3 seconds, and then 3 seconds it comes over, and then yeah, it's pretty still
Love
annoying.
technology.
Yeah, yeah, but we're getting it done. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
We're getting it done, boy.
Geared in.
All right, put this at 13. Man, I do love my computer, man.
Yeah. Do you
I
love a lot
love
of
that.
things right now?
Uh, Not really, no.
No. Okay.
Nah, I still don't love these bitches.
Nice. Okay. Oh, that's a good earring. Okay.
It's been a crazy life, man. And as we say that, we take a hit.
Take one from me, okay?
We'll do, we'll do, we'll do.
God, I miss that shit. Okay. Oh, that's a rip. Okay.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This is a bomb. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if this is the
We ain't
the
playing
yeah yeah.
around.
So for the bonus experience one, I would move the pieces from from ignore defense into critical damage. Yeah, so because you're putting bonus experience when you're mobbing, right? And ignore defense doesn't do anything when you're mobbing because regular monsters don't have PDR. You okay there?
Yeah, I'm good.
So if you hit the 100% critical rate, so the priority would be like getting your critical rate to 100%, then getting as much critical damage as possible to make sure that you can one-shot, and then if you can do that, then go into bonus experience, basically. Because if critical rate is at 100%, that means you always hit a crit, so the critical damage always applies. That way you can make sure that your hits do a certain level of minimal damage always, so you can reliably kill monsters quickly. And then once you can reliably kill monsters quickly, then you want to increase the amount of experience you get from the monsters you're killing quickly.
Okay. So you think I should add 4 points in? Well, not 4, 5 points in. Do you think it's even worth it? Because I got 95.
Yeah, 100 is worth it. Yeah. But we will see if this needs. So sometimes you can also get some extra, a little bit of critical rate from familiars. I don't know if you have any of those.
Oh yes, I do have a familiar. Shit, I logged into my damn Canyon Master. Hold on. But I do have a familiar. I forgot which one it is, but long story short, it increased. It's mainly for like when I'm farming for like mesos.
Okay.
When I summoned it, it increased my. I haven't like pulled out and got all geeky, but I can tell you just for me,
it's like increase item drop rate by a small amount or something.
No, mesos. It improves it by like
meso drop rate.
Like it makes a noticeable difference from when pets pick up yada yada yada.
Yeah, for sure. If it's like a little bit of critical rate that you need, then that would be easy to just get through like a familiar. But if it's a lot that you need, and predominantly the familiars will be more useful if you're bossing for the IED that they can give.
But how do I have more than one familiar? Because I'm still stuck.
So you have to unlock the badges for that.
Badges?
Yeah, if you open up the familiar UI, you see badges.
Damn, what key I have that on again?
It's like the 4th tab.
No, I got mine switched around. Okay, I got mine open. Yeah, it says increase meso drop rate by a large amount. Yada yada.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you got overview, setups, collection, and then you got badges.
Oh.
And then you can click list.
Oh wow.
And there you see all the possible sets. So if you complete one set, you will get a quest like on the left tab where the Roro guy will show up, and then if you just one completed badge will be enough to get your 2nd slot. And then if you want to get your 3rd slot, you have to get 10 total badges. That takes a little bit more work. But
just always have some kind of
thing
to unlock something.
Yeah, they gotta keep you busy, man. Yeah, but one set is very easy. Like you have the shroom and the 3 snails, or the oppressor badge, which is just like the 3 little guys in Edelstein, right? Like those are very very easy. So 2 familiars is free basically. 3 takes quite a bit of work. So.
And of course, it's worth it, right?
Yeah. To get 2 is 100% worth it. Yeah. To get 3, I would only do that if you're really specifically playing a character for a longer period of time, and you know that you're going to be playing it. But even then, for mobbing. So the way that familiars work is that if you kill monsters near your level, when you have them out, they will level up, and if they level up, they gain defense. And the more defense you have, the slower your familiar bar gets depleted. So you can keep them up for longer if you have more familiars out.
Wow. Okay.
So when you're training, that makes it so that you can have the buff up for longer. And if you're bossing, that means that you don't have to be scared that they're going to run out halfway through the boss and you lose your buff from them. And you'll have more familiars with buffs that give you more damage during the fight.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so if you can get... So you're probably for bossing, you're going to aim for 15% IED lines on the familiars. And then for mobbing, some that give some drop rate, maybe some with critical rate, right? So you don't have to rely on that too much.
I do have the marksman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, that's the buff you saw. So yeah, that don't matter.
Yep. Yeah, it's mainly going to be just 15 ID lines for bosses. Other than that, it's just to have them out and to increase your defense. Yeah, so that you don't. Yeah, you could also go for a little bit of healing, but a lot of the lower tier healing familiars do barely anything, so it's sometimes better to just go for the IED and not really rely on the healing.
Yeah, I'm not worried about healing, or I'm not even worried about. I guess.
Once you get to
IED.
party bosses, right? Once you will get to like Lucid and stuff, then that's something to worry about. Then basically.
Okay. Yeah.
For Lotus and Damien, it's mostly just like if something hits you, like either you're in no danger or you die. So healing familiar doesn't really do that much for you. Like if you were gonna die, you're still gonna die. If you weren't gonna die, you're still not gonna die. So.
Got you.
But
okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So if you so one thing I want to talk to you about the V matrix. Like, to which extent do you like fully get how that works? Because I feel like you're like over investing. I feel in some things now, but I can't see the levels very clearly because it's cropped a little bit.
Oh yeah.
It's like squished a bit.
Another one that's just that. As for the V matrix, my understanding of it is, Nexon couldn't make skills for the classes, so they was like, fuck it.
Just boost the old ones.
We go buff a whole bunch of fucking skills, and through the years when we have ideas, we're just gonna make those.
Yeah, then we're gonna add them. Yeah. Oh wow, I have never heard that analysis before. It's kind of true. Yeah, that's actually really true right now.
So,
because I'm looking at the levels, right, that you have them boosted right now. A few of them are doing really, really well, and then others are falling behind a little bit.
Okay.
But you do have. So if I look at the matrix, because you have 5 boost nodes now, so ideally you want to consolidate that into 4.
You see, I was thinking that because I watched one of your videos and you was telling somebody that, you got to reduce it at some point to 2, and I was like, boy, because all these are like 14 or 15, and I'm like, that's a lot of nodes, my guy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So wait, so the 2 on top are 15 and then the bottom one is 14?
Yes.
Is it yeah. So one thing that you can do
on a clear picture.
Yeah. It is. Oh, you sent one. Okay. So there's good news. This is like completely salvageable. All right. We can make it so that the one that we get rid of is the one that's only level 5, so that you barely lose anything. But what we will need to do is make sure that you keep.
That's level 5, really?
You have one.
That's the one with that
with destruction.
Yeah.
So the way that we can do that is to make sure that destruction shows up as a secondary or a third line on the other nodes instead, and then use these nodes as boost nodes to level those up when you get them, so that we redistribute where the skills are. So the only thing we're going to be stuck to is looking for nodes that have the same top skills as the ones that you already have leveled past 13, and redistribute where the skills are to make sure that we get to the list of 2 of everything with the same top skills as the ones you have now. And you're in a pretty good position to do that as an Adele, because you are maxing a lot of your skills. Not all of them, right? There's still that green spike thing in the lance and whatever. There's a few of them that you don't want, like 3 or 4, I think. But most of them. So we're looking for... you're basically going to be opening nodes for a while without committing to them until you can get the new selection of the 4 that you need. And once you have that selection that has 4 boost nodes, one that starts with Dispatch, one that starts with either Forge, one that starts with Hunting Decree, and then one that starts with Cleave, right? That in total has 2 of the Blossoms, 2 of the Destructions, and then 1 of the other 4 distributed between the other 8 lines. And then you use these level 14s and 15s and 13s, whatever, to level up the other ones, and all of the experience will be transferred. And then the only thing we have to do is disassemble the level 5 one.
Okay.
That makes sense? Or was that a little bit too fast, maybe?
It made sense. I got you.
And then that will create the extra...
I gotta find out these perfect trios then. I gotta know what I'm looking for, because honestly, I don't know what the hell I'm looking for.
So you're gonna be so you're gonna be looking for nodes that start with the same ones that you already have leveled up, right? That's
I know
important.
that, but I don't know like what after that is like the
Well, so
perfect
it could be a bunch of different combinations. So that's why you have to be opening for a while until you get them.
combinations I have is pretty good. I like them.
Yes, yes, but right now you're using one extra slot, right? And your destruction is only level Rune of Destruction, Rain of Destruction is only level 5, right?
Infinity Blade, you mean, or you mean Rune?
Yeah, Rain of Destruction and Ether Bloom are not in any level in any slots that are boosted, right? So ideally, you want to have them all like equally leveled up, because what's going to happen is soon you're going to be leveling your these things like to level 18 and 19 and whatever, but the highest level is 60 in total. So you're going to start losing out on potential.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, damn. Okay,
Yeah, so not all is lost, right? The only thing we're going to have to do is disassemble the level 5, and we're going to we're going to be a little bit restricted, but as long as you can find the right combination that start with the same 4 that you already have leveled up, you will like nothing will be lost there. It'll be a little bit harder to get there, but once you get there, you'll be like home free basically.
right, right. Okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just looking for two combinations, right? Overall,
Yeah,
or how
but
much?
since you already have the slots, you have a lot more leeway. So it doesn't have to be 2 specific combinations. It could just be any of the 4, like in all of those 4. So you have more outs basically now. In the beginning, you want to look for like 2 sets of like specifically because you only have like 4 slots total, and you want to have your skills. You maybe want to have decent sharp eyes, decent speed infusion, something like that. So you don't have that many slots to go with. So you're a little bit more restricted in the beginning. But you already have enough slots now, so you can even have, you can have cleave with dispatch and with rain of fire, for example. Which for other people that might not be the ideal, to go for. But for you in this situation, that could possibly be one of the 4 pieces of the puzzle for you.
Right.
So you're looking for 2 blossoms, 2 rain of destruction, and then 1 cleave, 1 decree, 1 dispatch, and 1 forge. Those will be like the 8 lines that would have to be line 2 and 3 for the 4 big ones that you already have.
Okay.
So as long as you can get the 4 together, you unequip these, level those other ones, equip the other ones, get rid of this level 5 dude, and then you can definitely squeeze in speed infusion.
Is it worth it on Adele?
Yeah, it gives you more attack speed, so it's worth it. Yeah.
Oh, I
Once you have
thought
the
with
with
the
the
green potion, you was hitting like he was pretty fast. I didn't
yeah,
think like.
you're still 1 off then. Speed infusion and green potion gets to hit the max.
Oh, so I'm slow. What?
Well, you're
Okay,
not slow, but you're just like 1 off. So percentage-wise, you're not that much slower, but it'll also help you in bossing because it'll make all the animations a little bit faster, so you can respond quicker to
oh yeah, bossing.
attacks.
Yeah, I can understand, but regular training or whatever.
It's not
Yeah.
that. A little bit. Sometimes when you're like jumping, if your animation is a certain length, sometimes when you land, the animation isn't completely over yet, and you get stuck to the ground a little bit.
True.
For some classes. So if you're a little bit faster, you could just jump attack, jump attack, jump attack, and it's smoother to go through the map, basically.
Let me ask you a question, man.
Sure.
Eastern Shore Pie, is it worth leveling up? I don't think so, right?
No, not the level, no. I wouldn't do that. You can do that later if you're really like committing to the character and you want to just max out.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I would just disassemble and focus on your boost nodes first. Get that sorted out because that's going to be your 100% uptime. Sharp Eyes is just there for the critical rate and critical damage. That's it.
Right. That's what I figured. Because
Yep.
I don't. He really does anything when you level it up. I was surprised.
It gives like 3 all stat. Yeah, so Holy Symbol does. Rope Lift gives all stat per level, so that's like a little bit. If you have it level 30, then you get 30 all stat, which is something. But the main thing is that it lasts longer. So once you get later into the game, let's say that you're doing Lucid, right? And the Kana is like, okay, bind is in 10 seconds. So you want to make sure that all of your buffs are up in 10 seconds. And you look at your decent skills. You have decent Sharp Eyes, decent Speed Infusion, and they're running out in like 12 seconds. But if you have them level 1, then the uptime is basically the same as the cooldown. So you have to use them, right? As soon as they go down, you have to use them again. But that's going to be like in the middle of the burst, right?
Oh nah, my skill duration is, I don't know what character is giving it to me, but
Yeah,
Man, listen, my skills be off cooldown way before the buff is done.
even with the
Buff the
decent skills though.
hell on this account. I don't know who.
With the mechanic does, I think, right?
skill
Gives you
cooldown and skill cooldown too. It's crazy.
Mercedes. Yeah, Mercedes is skill cooldown, and then buff duration from mechanic. But
Okay. Mercedes is level 200. I can't
mhm.
get that. I hate that character. I hate that
Did you
character. I
try the
can't.
fifth job though? It's actually kind of fun in fifth job.
Man, listen,
Dude, you get to
listen.
ride around on a unicorn, man. Come on.
Hey, listen. I saw that. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to get myself pumped up. Not to mention one of my good friends. Actually, I helped him back in the day on my Cannon Master get his to 210, where he quit that class. Listen, that character is as old as this account is, and I just got it to 200 about a couple of months ago. All right,
Mm-hmm.
I hate that character. That character spent her life sitting in the events room,
Yeah, some people did that with jets and with mechanics. They were like just event to event to event to level up.
Oh
Never really
no,
played it like burn into AFK event into level up potions into.
oh no, no. Listen, back in the day when there was a glitch with Jet where they can scam their ultra. Oh my god, I
Oh
left
yeah,
my
yeah. No, that was intended, dude. That was fully intended. I mean, they
man.
changed it like 6 weeks later, but it was fully intended though. Yeah, did you
As
just spam
soon
it?
as he got to 200, I quit.
Never touch that character again. No, Sam. I logged into the character. It had like unstarforced level 100 gear on it, just for like holding down Starfall. The character was
Yo,
so weak.
that character got Zaku gear, my guy.
Oh, mine had the override gear. Remember with the boxes, the white and red gear that like scaled with your level.
Oh, you had that?
Yeah. It was not even Starforce. It was so bad. It was like level 30 gear or something. Or like the weapon was level 30 and then it scaled up with your level or something. I don't know.
That's so funny.
Oh.
Oh
I used a
man.
lot of MP too because you were like 12 shotting with that skill.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
Oh,
had
you were
both
hitting
of them.
everything, but it
I
wasn't
had a
really dying.
million. Back when you could, cause I could solo hard what's that damn boss that they revamped with the superior pendants and the
Oh yeah,
superior
Gollux.
Gullix, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can solo Gullix on my Canyon Master. So I was so oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm sorry, I'm high.
It's okay, dude.
It went over my head. What the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about how you were going to redo these nodes and then equip
Oh yeah,
speed infusion,
yeah. You're right. I'm sorry.
and then we're gonna go from there. All right, and you were gonna move your crit damage and critical rate in the Legion to make sure that you hit 100% critical rate in your training setup.
Uh huh.
Uh huh. And
Okay.
then from there, yeah, I can see what you're focusing on with the current event. So I guess okay, that takes care of Legion, right?
Yeah.
Pants, that takes. Well, let's keep the pants open.
So is it
Right.
my understanding for me to get penciler equipment, not penciler, what the hell am I talking about? Absolat, I have to do these weekly
Yep.
quests and kill Lotus or Damien.
Yes. Yeah. Two things. Yeah, you need to combine them together to make the coins, and then with the coins you buy them from the shop,
Okay.
or you get carried on the hard version of the bosses that can drop the gear straight up.
All right. Well,
But
I'm down to be carried. Is there any quests or anything I got to do? Because I've never even.
Yeah. So if you check the weeklies command, it has Scrapyard and Dark World Tree weeklies. Basically, you just get that resets Sunday to Monday, and that just gives you a bunch of quests. And some of those are bad, and some of those are good. So you can, if you follow the links, it'll tell you, like, it'll take you to the wiki page where people have like found which ones are bad and should be re-rolled, and which ones are pretty good and should be kept. So you can save a little bit of time doing that.
Be honest with you, I was bored a little bit before this phone call, and I was just clicking on shit, and I ended up doing both of them. So,
Okay, cool.
I mean, it took a minute. I ain't gonna hold you, but I got it done.
Yeah. So depending on which ones you reroll, you might make that faster in the future as well. So that resets on every Monday, and then so those items you combine with the drops from Lotus and Damien, so you can get coins for their respective shop. So they're separate coins, and there's also separate items in the separate shops.
Gotcha.
So the weapon is in both, but all the other items are either in one or the other. So typically people buy the shoulder and the weapon from the Damien shop, and then buy the shoe, the glove, and the cape from the Lotus shop. That way you have 6 coins on one, 7 coins on the other. That's pretty balanced. Otherwise it would be 2 versus 11, which is a little bit lopsided. So
I just want some good gear that I can cube.
yeah, that you can hold on to for longer, so it feels like a better investment, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
These best grow on tree. Okay.
But it's good that you already have the weapon, so that already will help you dig into the set.
I can't really do shit with it.
I mean, it's good though. It's strong, right? It's 386 attack, like with the flame.
Hey, the face lab. I ain't with it. I need the real thing.
You'll keep this for a while. This is like really good.
I know. I'm gonna be married to the shit until I can solo it myself.
Pretty much, yeah. But this is it's just super valuable, and it still counts for the set like a regular one. So if you start working on the other items, you go for the shoulder for Damien, you go for the glove and the shoe and the cape and whatever. For Lotus, it'll start counting for the set bonus pretty quickly, so it'll just be very useful.
Yeah. I still don't like it though. That's why I need to. This is why we have this conversation, because I need to replace that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. The fact that I can't cube it or nothing, because I mean, it has all right, but
well, you save a lot of money because it's 17. That usually costs you a lot of money. So that you get that quote unquote for free, right? So that's a lot of value you can throw into other things first. The only way you would really upgrade this is if you're planning to get it at least to 17 stars, at least the same flame, and at least like legendary, right? Otherwise, it's not worth switching. So until you have that kind of money lying around and the item lying around, this one's fine, right?
Listen, weed has made me do some stupidness, okay? Listen, every equipment on my Candy Master has 17 plus stars. Mm-hmm. Why? Because the nigga got high as shit and decided he was just gonna sit there and burn
and click
all his
I mean, that's one way to do it.
Equipment is 17 stars plus.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with 17-star equipment. That's pretty good. But you kind of, if you balance out where you spend your money, on average, you'll get better returns. But, sometimes you just want to click shit. I get that. So, like yesterday, I just felt like cubing, so I just bought like 500 million cubes and I just threw them on an item. Like, sometimes it itches and you just got to scratch,
Yeah.
No, I feel that. All right, so let's see what we can do with what you currently have without like disrupting the flow too much, but mainly focus on saving so that you can go into Abzo, and then once you have that, you can just go hard on that, right?
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. It
sure.
keeps saying that the Zakum High gives me more damage than my Sweetwater Monocle.
Yeah, because it's set bonus probably.
Bro, you know how long it took me to get this Seawater Barnacle? I would wear this bitch.
Right. It depends on if the flame is good.
The flame is trash. Wait, let me see. On the Sweetwater Barnacle, you say it's good?
No. You said that if you hover over the Zakum thing, it says that that it's an upgrade to switch to Zakum one.
Yeah.
By a lot?
No, by 2,600.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was going to say, it can't be by very much because you have 17% strength. The main reason is because your monocle doesn't have set bonus and doesn't have flame advantage. So it has shit flame and no set. So that's why. As soon as you get 1 star on the monocle, it just destroys the eye accessory, the Zakum one. Because the set bonus can't match up to the, 13 extra attack or something that you're going to get once you get 1 star on there. So once you get a 5, 10, 15 event rolling around and you start pushing your stuff from 15 to 17, Zakumai accessory is going to just, cry and die. So it's whatever. Right now it's better just for the set bonus. Mainly because of the attack, probably, that you're getting. I don't know if you hover over the set bonus, you'll see, right? On the right side, you'll see... Because currently you're at 1, 2,
Oh yeah,
3,
10
4,
attack.
5, 6, 7, 8. Are you at 8?
Boss
Going to
monster.
9? Are you okay?
Nah, yeah, I just had to burp.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I think you get 15 all stat, 10 weapon attack, I think, right? From 8 to 9?
Uh,
3, 4,
I
5,
don't
6,
know. All I know,
7.
I got 40 plus in overall.
Yeah, no, you get the... Okay, so you got the badge, earring, shoulder, face, 1 pendant, belt, cup, and ring. So that's 8. Yeah, so if you switch it, you go to 9. So that's the 10 extra weapon, magic attack, and 15 all stat. That's just enough to make the Zakum better than the monocle. So that's why. So that's why I advise people not to switch to the Sweetwater Monocle and the Sweetwater Tattoo too quickly, because in the beginning, the set bonus and the fact that those items have flame advantage can actually just be better for a long time until you start pushing past 15 stars. That's when the Monocle and the Tattoo just blow the other stuff out of the water, because you're going to start breaking up the set. You know, Abzalab is going to start coming in. The shoulder is going to disappear. You might get some Gollux items here and there. Maybe the ring is going to disappear because Gollux rings, or maybe because of event rings taking over. So at that point, the set bonus is going to disappear from that. So then you just switch over to the monocle and tattoo, basically.
Gotcha. So what you're saying is I need to find some carries.
I did not say that at all. No, I'm very confused where that came from. No. Okay. So accessory wise, I guess we can look at the look at all the stuff. So CRA is done deal. You're gonna destroy Von Bond because you already got so close without even trying, right?
Yeah.
You're just gonna swing that Adele dick around, and then he's gonna die. And then you get a new top that you're gonna focus on. So one thing though is you're waiting for Abzalab to like invest. Once you have permanent CRA, that's gonna stick with you for a super long time as well. So if you're looking for something to throw money at, top and bottom and your hat as well, like are good. Your hat has like a decent investment for now. Like, but there's no.
I mean, the 60 strength, I was like, that's pretty good. I figured I would just let that rock.
Yeah, no, 60 strength with 48 decks. Yeah, that's definitely not bad. You definitely want to get everything. So okay, step back. Do you know about flames, flame score, flame values? What you're aiming for with all of these items?
Not at all. Listen, when I first came back, when flames was whatever, only thing I looked for was all stat +5, and then I was like, wait a second, that don't make no damn sense. Wouldn't this make more if I get like stat bonus? So now I'm focused on like stat bonus. So, but yeah, that's as good as I know.
Okay. Well, so to give you
my mentality has changed.
I see. Well, to give you the full knowledge, like both of those are good. The best of them is, of course, if you can get both of them. But the truth is that those numbers have a certain value that is, you can compare those values in a certain level, right? So that you can decide which one is better and which one is worse. So once, let's break it down real simple. So once you get into a certain stage of the game and you have a certain level of everything upgraded, right? Let's say everything is 17 star, at least unique with 2 lines of strength. Some things are maybe legendary, right? Once you're at that point, you'll have a general amount of strength, a general amount of attack, a general amount of percentage strength, and a general amount of percentage attack. So that means that one attack, one strength, 1% attack, 1% strength, kind of have a certain equation as to what value they have compared to each other when you're at a certain level of the game. So basically what I use is the flame score, which basically tries to give a value to whatever your flame is on your item, so just the green numbers, to try to compare all of those stats together so that it can tell you like this flame is going to stay good or this flame is going to drop off, basically.
Okay.
So if you apply that to whatever you're wearing, then you can see between items that are of the same quality and of the same level, you can very clearly see which one is better and which one is worse, even if they have completely different numbers. Like let's say that your hat is 60 strength, 48 dex, and then your pants get 6 attacks and 6% all stat. Like which one is better? You don't know, right? Because how do you compare a hat and pants? Like you can look at the numbers, but when you have them unequipped, but that's a little bit weird, right? Because it's a hat and a pants. But if you
Right.
look, but if you
Chapter.
exactly, but they are both level 150. They're both flame advantage. Are part of the same set. So if you look at the flame scores, you can compare to between them. Once you get settled into your, what you're working on right now, you can see which one is going to be better. Are they roughly equivalent? So you can also look at all the other items and see, like, okay, everything else, like let's say that the pants are better. I don't know 100% right now, like I have to do the math, but I think it's around the same. Pants might be a little bit better. But I'd say that everything else that you have is way better than both of those two items. Well, then you can know that if you have a bunch of flames, you can throw them on these items and you have reasonably low losses because everything else is already settled. But if everything else is worse, then you know not to touch these guys and focus on the other items first before you get back to these guys.
But how can you read when an item has flame advantage or not?
So therefore, I have the flame guide. There's a link to a thread that has all of the items in the game that have flame advantage in them. So if you find the item there, you know it has flame advantage, and if the item is not in there, it doesn't have flame advantage. Another way to see it is that a flame advantage item will always have 4 stats rolled by the flame, and a non-flame advantage item will have anywhere from 1 to 4 stats. So if you look at the Sweetwater Monocle, for example, that guy is level 160, so that you're like expecting high numbers, and he's got 9 int, 9 luck, and that's it. Well, less than 4 lines, low numbers, that item is not flame advantage. So it's not that some monocles are flame advantage and some aren't. A type of item is inherently always flame advantage, or it isn't. So like CRA set, always flame advantage. Sweetwater accessories, never flame advantage. Gollix equips, never flame advantage.
Wow.
So once you know that, you can also look at the numbers, right? You can look at the condensed power crystals, level 110. It's got 42 strength, 51 dex, 15 intellect. Like those are big numbers for a level 110 equip. If that did not have flame advantage, that would be like the best flame ever that you could roll. But it is a flame advantage item. It's still decent, right? But if you compare, for example, right, like this level 110 item is at 42 strength, and then your top, for example, is at 56, that shows you that the top probably has more room to grow than the condensed power crystal does.
True.
Because of the level. So, what you can do is, if you're in the beginning, if you're wondering is an item flame advantaged or not, you can look at the, so if you look at the flame guide, you will see a link to the list here to find out if an item has flame advantage or not. So you can click that link, and that'll take you to the list. That's what you can do in the beginning, or do what I said and look at the numbers and look at the amount of lines. Sometimes that's already a dead giveaway, and then you don't even have to worry. And then the second thing you do after that is you check.
What's the link to the chat to pull up that?
Oh, !flames works. I'll send you the doc there in the Discord. So then the second thing you can do is look at the calculator. So the calculator has taken into consideration that's made by Seth in the chat. So you can take any item here. You can say, okay, my main character is a strength class, right? So you're an Adele, and then you just put in the numbers for your equip. So we can do one. We can do one together. Like let's do the hat, for example, right? So it's 60 strength, 48, and what was it, 12 and 24. Let's just do everything to make to be complete, but you know that intellect and luck don't give you any damage, right? So that doesn't fall into the flame score. Right. So this says it's a 66. So we can do here, we can do CRA hat and save it here. So now you have that one saved, so you can use that one for later. And then we'll do the top where is
so
it?
What are you looking for on the score? 100, of course?
That's the next thing. So once you have all the things, all your equips here, then we look at what number are we looking for. So again, because we're looking for a stage once we're settled, the eventual value of what we're looking for might be pretty high compared to what you have now, but that doesn't mean that you have to start flaming like a madman, but it just means that as long as you're moving into the direction of that value, that's where you're going. So the numbers that you're going for is !progression. So I'll give you the link to this. This is going to be general, a very useful thing to know, like where am I going to be working on the most and what is the most useful for me right now. So here you have the flame scores are right here. So non-advantage and advantage, right? Those are split up because non-advantage, you're going to be looking for way lower numbers. Otherwise, you're going to be spending way too much money if you try to get the same value on everything, right? If you try to get the monocle to 56, that's going to cost you like 100 times as much if you're trying to get your top to 56. So that's financially not...
9 Infinity Flames on it.
Yeah, and then
that
just got
highest I
nothing.
got on was just so
Like
hard.
Like 1% all stat or 2 attack or something. Usually it just gives you 3 jump.
That's what he kept giving me, max HP and defense. I
was
crying.
Well, that's because it gives you from 1 to 4 lines, right? So there's way more options where you don't even get anything useful. So they're very low priority. So when you're thinking about flaming, the highest priority is always your weapon, because your weapon is going to be a flame advantaged high level item always, right? And then below that is going to be your highest level equips that have flame advantage. So Absolab set, CRA set, right below that, you know, maybe your pink holy cup, stuff like that. And then below that is going to be the highest level equips that don't have flame advantage, because that's basically all you have left at that point is like the Sweetwater stuff and the Golok stuff. And then possibly low level non-flame advantage stuff, but you'll probably never wear any of that. So weapon, Absa CRA, and then lower level flame advantaged items. Perhaps like if you're still using Zakum Iron Face, you know, that kind of stuff, that also has flame advantage. And then below that would be like Sweetwater and then Golok stuff, basically.
Gotcha.
So the flame scores you're sorry?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the flame scores you're looking for here. So you're now at this point. So at this point, you would hope that your flame scores are roughly, so for non-advantage around like 20, 25, and then with flame advantage like 70 to 75. That'll help you get into the late game. So that'll help you move from doing Chaos Papillata, Solo CRA, and Lotus Damien in a party into trying to do more... into moving further into like being able to do solo Lotus and Damien, and maybe moving into a Lucid and a Will party, basically.
Would you say that I'm close to it, or no?
Well, so let's look, right? So 25 and 75, right? So if you have to throw it into, so the hat is at 66 and you're aiming for 75, so that's only 9 points off. That's pretty close, right?
Okay.
But your hat is like one of the better items, I think, right? But it makes sense because you don't have that many high-level flame advantage things, because you have your top is temporary, so you don't overcommit, so that's good. Your pants were also temporary, so you didn't overcommit. Your weapon is on a different scale, so for your weapon is on a different scale because you take a percentage of the base attack, so it's for every single weapon, it's a completely different number, so I can't put that in a grid. It'll be a shit show. Gotcha. So for the weapon, you go here instead, right? We have the weapon flame tier calculator right next to it. So it's tiers 160 to 199. It's Absolab weapon, which is flame advantage. And then you just need to know the base of the weapon, which is 205. So we put in 205. And then we see
82. I'm thinking about reframing it, but I didn't know.
Yeah, so how do you know if it's worth keeping or if you have to reflame it, right?
This is really good, yes.
Yeah, so now you see it's 82, so that's a tier 6. So then you go into the progression tab, you look at weapon flame, late game starting. What you're looking for is tier 5 plus. So plus means anything that's like boss damage, all stat, or a lot of stat, right? Anything that can help you augment the stats, or a tier 6 on your attack. And that's what you have. You have tier 6. Actually, you have tier 6 plus, right? Not a huge plus, but you have a plus because you also have 4% damage. Right? So you have the tier 6 attack, and you have a little bit more even. So, and it's a temporary item, so you'd never want to overcommit on temporary item. If you want to keep this one forever...
No, I did, because like I said, I put about 4 flames on this before I rolled that.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, I was very proud. But the one I had before this was, which it took me a while to re-roll that, because out the gate it was pretty good flame, and then my second one I rolled 156, I believe, strength, and 6 all stat.
Sure.
And I was like, and it still had attack too. It had like 22 attack on it too, and I was like, that's pretty good. And I had that up until I was like level 221, and then I was like, screw it. And then I just started putting it in because I just had flames laying around because I get like a lot of them because your daily bosses and
Daily
stuff.
bosses, yeah, for sure. Well, so
And
one of
then
the
I just rolled
reasons.
this, and I was like, damn, I don't know what to do.
No, I feel you. It's a little bit difficult to compare, right? Because it's attack, and the other ones have like 3 or 4 attack, and then this one has 80. Like,
Right.
But if
Right.
we were to throw it in here, right? So we can't put the damage and everything in here. But if we would put 82 attack in here, and then we just put all the other ones at 0, you see that's like the
Right.
equivalent of a flame score of 328. So that's like 5 of your hats.
Damn.
So that's why the weapon is top priority.
Damn. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm keeping that.
Yeah. You keep this. Well, so you would keep this probably until you're like 230, 235 at least. But since it's a temporary weapon, you keep this forever until you switch weapon, and then you go hard on the next one. And then
Right.
ideally, you'd aim for like tier 6 attack plus maybe tier 5 boss damage, right? That'll give you 10% boss damage because boss damage is double the level.
Okay.
So damage is the same as the level. So this is a tier 4 damage. Goes up, level 1, 1%, etc. And then boss damage is level 1 is 2%, 2 is 4%, etc. So since in the end game you're already killing, you're killing everything you touch on mobbing, right? So you're mainly
Right.
looking for more percent damage in bossing, because when you're bossing, your damage and your boss damage gets thrown into one pile, so it becomes the same. So if you can get either 5% damage or 10% boss damage, 10% boss damage just wins because it's just double the buff on a boss.
Okay.
So that's like the plus line that I mentioned here in the progression. That plus, that's the one you're looking for basically. But you're going to be looking for that on the real Abzo, never on this guy.
Now let me ask you a question. Do you think it's worth for me to invest into some drop gear? Because like I said, my gear that I have, I think is pretty pathetic. I'm not gonna hold you. I think compared to like, people that are around my level, where at least people with my Star Force that know anything about this, are way more, stronger and advanced and whatnot than myself.
Well,
And
your
like I
money is
said,
invested in the right places, so that's already good.
I didn't feel like wasting my money on some things that I know I'm going to eventually change.
No, that's great. Like the cape is upgraded to a point where you're like, you can just hold on to this forever until you just get the Absolab. That's fine, and it's just really good for what it is. Like your secondary and your emblem, that's where you get a lot of the damage. So the one thing is, if you're mobbing, you'll get basically nothing from your secondary right now. One thing that you could do that would be the very good progression forward is to unlock Princess No and start doing that. I don't know if you've heard about that boss.
Not really, no. Wait, kinda. But is it the long quest, something like that?
Yeah, it's got
And
a
also,
pre-quest.
do you
Yeah.
think it would work for me to get the Kana ring and the belt and all of that?
No,
I've
not
never
for those
did it.
equips. But so the thing that you want to do is this secondary is definitely good enough to keep, but it gives you nothing when you're mobbing. So as you go to higher level areas, you're going to start moving away from being able to one-shot easily again, because you're missing out on a whole equip, and not even just one equip, but a very pivotal equip that can give you a lot of percentage attack in your secondary. But I wouldn't advise on re-rolling this. So instead, what you would want to do, I think is a good thing to do, is unlock Princess No. So you'd have to go through the pre-quest as a Kana, as a Hayato, whatever, and then get the skill so you can fight Princess No. And then once you kill her, she'll drop these pieces that you can put together to get the Princess No secondary, which will have higher base stats. I think it's 14 strength, 14 dex, and like 9 attack. And then you can roll that one, because that one will then eventually become your end game, and then you can focus on getting attack on there. And then you can wear that one for mobbing, and then this one for bossing.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell I didn't think of it. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I've looked at this like damn lost potential, but I don't know why my dumbass didn't think, let me just scroll another equipment and just have two. I don't know how I missed that.
It's a lot of money though. Like not a lot of people can do that. And I would only advise it if you roll something like you roll. Because ideally you want to have a combination. You want to have, let's say, 2 lines of attack, 1 line of boss, for example. Like that would be ideal, because then you can just use it for both, right? But this one, since the secondary isn't the best in slot 1, and it's really good for now for bossing, I would start working on a new one and just leave this one where it is.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's like a longer term plan. Yeah, so Princess No, and then gathering the pieces. They look like these blossom captivating fragments is what they are. Wow. And then if you have 15 of these, you could just double click it, and then it's going to look like probably way on the bottom, so I have to scroll. Yeah, this one here. Princess knows Immortal Blade Binder. Yeah, 14 strength index and 9 attack. So it's a little bit stronger.
How long
Looks.
do you think it's gonna take? How long do you think that's gonna take?
It's
Because
a
you
weekly
have
boss,
a way of
and
dragging quests out.
it's probably like an hour and a half of pre-quests, I would say, to get through the whole
Okay.
thing. And then it's a weekly. You probably have to kill it 3 times, I think. And the boss fight itself is kind of annoying too. It's got like
Right.
3 stages of mobs that
have a
deal.
lot.
They take fixed damage, so you have to hit them like a bunch of
They
times.
take fixed damage. Wow. Okay. This is
No, no,
about to get
fixed damage. They take like 100, I think, but they have quite a lot of HP, so you're just wailing on them until they die.
Yeah, this is about
2
to be
weeks? You
real.
think so? I guess if you solo, yeah. No, someone said 2 weeks. Okay.
I mean, if it didn't take fixed damage, it'd be a different story. You know,
Yeah. No, it's.
on a bunch of potions and just run up in there. By the way, I don't use potion a lot. I
No.
should definitely use more potion when I train and do shit.
Yeah, it's because of arcane power. When you have enough arcane power, you only take 1 damage from the monsters, so they just don't do anything to you anymore.
Yeah, I went into Arcania with like 390 arcane force, and then within 2 days I was like 450, and then I'm at 510 now.
Yep. Yeah, it's really fast with the symbols and the spirit saver. If you do that right, you can level up like crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know nothing about Spirit Savior. This is my first time. The most points I got so far is 10,000. No, I'm lying. 14,000. That was one time, and it never happened again. That little blob shit. Fucking
The toxic spirit, yeah, it's annoying for sure. Well, so the thing is, to get bonus damage in the maps and to take only 1 damage, you have to have 50% over the map requirement, right?
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, but as you go higher, the piece that represents 50% gets more and more as well, right? Once you get to Asphera, the base is 600, so plus 50% means you need 900 to keep taking 1 damage. So as you're going to be leveling quite fast compared to how much arcane power the new areas will require of you to keep taking 1 damage. So as you keep moving on to the next area, you'll start taking damage again. And then the potions will finally come. Will finally be useful again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You joking, bruh?
Hey, bro, that shit went down.
I hear.
That shit went down. You know what I'm saying? That shit in my chest. That was a good hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I follow what you said though. Don't ask me what you said, but I follow what you
You follow?
said.
Okay. No, that's fine. Yeah, so there's a bunch of equips that we
Don't worry,
won't
I'ma watch
invest.
it back on
Yeah, you'll watch it back on YouTube. No, that's fine. Yeah, so flame-wise, once you have all the flame, like one thing I would do is just make a list of like, okay, these equips are getting replaced soon. I'm gonna do nothing with these, right? You kind of have that list in your head, I think. Like the shoe.
Yeah,
probably like the
I don't
pendant,
like
like
it.
these things are not going anywhere, so I'm not throwing money at these at all.
Right.
The the ones that you would expect. Oh yeah, you were asking about drop rate and meso-obtain, right? So you
By
already
the
spent
way,
money
I
and
think
yeah.
that Holy Cup is worth keep. It according to Maple, it has. Where's my old cup? I think I thrown it away. Damn it. Shit. Anyway, well, my old cup had a plus 44 or 50. I don't remember. Wait, no, I'm bugging. It had like plus 12 or 15 plus strength and like plus 3 attack. But according to Maple, this gave me more range, and I ended up keeping it and throwing out my old one like a dumbass.
Ah, okay. So I would never throw out pink holy cups because you can fuse them together with alchemy. When you have 2 of them.
I was back playing MapleStory when alchemy first came out.
Oh yeah, if this is a long time ago, don't worry.
Back in the day, yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Listen. When I first started playing MapleStory, was back in the day when you had this whole story mode where you ride the escalator and shit, and you had to kill slimes.
Oh, the apple suit.
Yes, yes.
Oh god.
That's when I first started. Man, I told you I was like
That was a
12.
different game. Yeah, dude.
It
Holy
was,
shit, the Apple
man,
suit. God damn.
man, I played MapleStory through all of that, through the
You had like
what am I
the
talking about?
treadmills, and you had like the pictures in the background with the projectors and
Yes.
shit.
Oh my! Listen, that was real MapleStory. I don't care what nobody say. Like that's the MapleStory that got me still playing this
Yeah, for
dumbass
sure.
game to this day. Man, I remember my connection. I couldn't handle that AOL dial-up. I'll be sitting there like, yo. I remember
Uh,
MapleStory crashing every 2 seconds. You
oh
could
yeah.
never
Now
log
it's only
on to
like every
type in
20
pictures.
minutes. It's gone a lot,
Bruh.
come a long way.
Man, I told you I've quit and got back on this game several times. This is like my third account, and the only reason why I haven't lost this account because I play Maple Stories through my stream, so it's connected to my account automatically.
I see. Otherwise, you
Or
would
I
have
would
to
have had
start
a
a
whole
fourth
new
account
account
now.
right now. Exactly, exactly. That's the only reason why I'm still on one character,
I see.
which sucks because I had some good character names and I can't even get them back. RIP to those characters.
R.I.P. dude. F's in the chat. Yeah. So the cup, I put the cup in the flame score calculator, right? So you see that it. So 3 attack, 5 all stat, right? So the 5 all stat is why it's really good. And all stat also scales later in the game. So right now we're in late game, right? If I were to click end game here, oh, it actually goes down because attack also goes down. So like all stat goes up, but attack goes down more than all stat goes up. So the actual flame score would drop a little bit, but it stays pretty similar. So this one is Pink Holy Cup would be about at the same level as CRA, right? They're 10 levels lower, but they're still kind of in the same brackets of how much stat they get with the same tiers. If you would roll the same tiers, so you'd have roughly the same standards for CRA and for Pink Holy Cup, both flame advantage, very close in levels. So it's not that much worse, right? But if you look at the thing, like you'd want to aim for like around 75. So there's still some room for improvement, right? There's about 20 stat still available there that I think is reachable very easily. So one thing you can do is keep the extra cups, flame them with something else. And until you know the flame scores of everything in your account and you kind of make a list of like, okay, these have advantage and these are their flame scores, you can very easily tell like, okay, this one has the most room for improvement, right? You basically just look which one is the furthest away from 75, and then you focus on that one for flaming. Typically what I do is I save up on flames until the first one starts flashing like, hey, it's about to expire, and then I just throw the flames on. If I get something that's better than something else, I stop and I move to the other item. Or if I'm close to running out of flames and I get something that's kind of okay, maybe worse, but not too much worse, then I just hold on to that and I wait until the first flame starts flashing again. That makes sense? That way you can make sure that, you're not over upgrading, you're not downgrading too much either.
I got you.
Okay. Yeah, so that's why the cup probably gave you more stats than...
on deck is what you tell me moving forward.
Yes. So if you can get something like a flame like you have on the Dia Citis earrings, right? If you put that one in, that one is what, 35 and 6, right?
Yeah.
All right, look at that.
I think it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, look, that's 86.
Lit. I was surprised as shit when I picked that up. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I switched it from my old one, and my old one is actually Star Force.
Oh.
But I was like, out the gate, I had to. I was like, we gonna throw a little bit of cube on this bitch and get it something decent. You know what I'm saying? With them free cubes that be dropping from the bosses.
Exactly. Well, and that brings us into what you were asking before, right? Do I need to get drop rate or meso obtain? I think if you're having trouble with the nodes and everything, getting more nodes is always useful. But making more money while you're training, as long as you have a character that's very strong like Adele, that doesn't really need to squeeze out as much damage from every single source you have, going for meso and drop, it basically comes at no cost. I mean, it comes at the cost of upgrading, but it comes at no cost of slower leveling. And as a result, you'll just be able to make money faster while having no drop in leveling speed. And as a result, you'll get to the finish line faster. So I think for a class like Adele, investing a little bit in meso and drop rate on your accessories could be a very good thing to do, yeah.
Right.
But after you get your weapon, secondary, and emblem sorted, which you have, so that would be the order in general, yeah.
Say it again. Make the weapon. Say it again.
Well, so your weapon, your secondary, and your emblem are very important because typically that's where you get your percentage attack, which will help you increase
Okay.
your like average kill speed, so to make sure that you kill the monsters reliably fast. But you have that at a certain point, right? Your emblem is strong enough. You already have the Phasolab, so you already have a stronger weapon than you would usually have. And then even with this
I,
secondary, once we get to the other secondary with some percentage attack, that will be totally taken care of. So in order, the next step
mhm,
would be to get Mezzo and drop from accessories. Yeah.
gotcha. Okay. I mean, I kind of get meso increase from my Fathom and
Yep.
from my
Inner
familiar.
ability, a little bit as well, right?
Oh yeah, and the inability. Yeah, I make like 600 mil in 2 hours
In a
with
totem,
friends.
yep. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
with them. Yeah,
That's good, and you have a decent coin income as well, so you can use those a lot when you're training, right?
coin. What do you mean coin?
Legion coins.
Oh yeah. Legion. I never had to worry about no damn
Yeah,
Legion
yeah.
coin.
You started early with that, so you had a nice buffer. That's good.
Yeah, when I came back to this game, I was like, it was like max at 500, and like
Easy.
within every week I get like I just claim like 99 coins like a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
It said I claimed 900 and something coins already for this week,
Easy.
and I didn't do nothing.
I mean, you already put in the work. Now you get to cash in.
I know, and then I added my Blaze Wizard, but I have like five. How much? I didn't even count. But a lot of my level 200 is
Mm-hmm.
funny as hell. They all have stories behind them. It's funny as hell. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Probably
8,
have like 8 or 9 at least.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 level 200.
Nice. That's good because
13.
those blocks are bigger, right? So they count as one to be put in, but they cover more area, so you get a bigger grid bonus from them.
Right.
So not only are their member bonuses bigger once you get to 200, but also their grid bonus gets bigger. So that's why it ends up being very beneficial to level up some of the characters. So we haven't looked into that yet, but if you check !mark links, that basically has all of the link skills and the Legion buffs of all the characters in the game. I'll send you the link in the Discord as well.
Oh yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I leveled up a lot of these characters. But
Exactly, yeah. Some of
I
them you might never play, but they're very useful for your account.
right, and because I already have most of them at over 140,
Yep.
everybody was at S rank already. So all I had to do, because remember the old character cards or
Oh,
account
cards. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
booster shit that they used to have all require you with characters
Yeah,
anyway on
for
the
sure.
account.
Yeah, yeah,
It would
exactly.
always circle around you having multiple accounts. I mean, multiple characters.
Yep.
So
True.
I already had that, so it all
Yep.
worked out.
So you can see some characters going from S to double S don't gain all that much, but some of them are pretty good. Like that's why it's important to get your critical rate to 100%, right? Once you get the critical damage ones in, like Hayato, Shade, and Jet, all give critical damage, and they go from 3 at S rank to 5 at double S rank. So if you do that for all
Yeah,
3, that's 6% critical damage, which for your
yeah.
Legion board is the equivalent of 12 slots that you can get
Oh, okay.
because they
Yeah,
give half a percent only. Yeah.
shade. My Jet is 200. My
Nice.
Hayato, I'm surprised I haven't got that even 100. But I just can't stand behind his gimmick. It's a little bit falling asleep on me. He gets a little bit bored.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you got like a lot of flashy skills, but they don't seem very
They don't
functional.
really do right.
Yeah.
And then I switched last week through this event to, what is that event called? Hold on, let me open the window. But it's the event where you go into the room with like 30 minutes to
Oh yeah,
enter the
Umbra. Yeah.
Umbra.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did enter the Umbra.
Mhm.
And I was like, this shit is boring. Like, I could, like, don't get me wrong, it was a bunch of free levels because most
Oh
of my
yeah.
characters, one or not two-shotting all the monsters in there.
Mhm.
And if I wanted to, all I gotta do is, hit one of those, one of the stupid buffs, like, a potion or whatever, and they'd be one shot. So I didn't really care. It was just more the boredom. I'm sitting there like, there's a reason why these characters are still 140.
Yeah, yeah, because you're just not feeling them. That's why they're falling behind.
But I'm not gonna lie though. I definitely picked up Arc and I was like, okay, like I Arc went from level 128 on my account all the way up to what is he now? I think he's like 170 something.
Some good gains.
Yeah,
He's pretty strong,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I like it. My whole young, whole young. Once he got to 150, he felt like a slug. I couldn't do it. But surprisingly, I got him to 181. Surprisingly.
Hmm.
And my Night Lord, I'm so fluffy. Ooh, boy, nigga. This nigga has been hurting my soul.
Not killing fast enough?
Yo, I tell you, these squishy ass characters, man. Listen, my poor baby Dual Blade. Listen, I switched her to a Night Lord just to get that buff. And I was like, bruh, as soon as this thing gets to 200, you gonna get switched back to your prime. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Back to the roots.
Listen, she been hurting. All right, I've been wanting to play my Dual Blade, but I can't because this dumbass is yet to get. He is 192. He is sitting on 98%.
Oh my god,
Just
so
to
close.
get to 93, and I can't do it.
You can't
and
do
I'm
it.
Scared.
Just,
I'm scared
just
because
wait. There's an
he'll have to
AFK
get
event coming, dude. There's an AFK event where you could just open up an experience pouch.
That's what his life is. That's what his life is, bro. Listen, I have buffed this dude with everything I could possibly think of except for CRA.
And it's not enough. It's not enough.
Because it's Reboot.
Okay,
Can
we?
Nigga can't kill shit.
No. Well, you gotta turn on the assassin's mark, dude. That's like.
I do.
Oh, you do? It's not enough. Okay. Well, so one thing you could do is when you use your links, because you have a picture of your link skills here, but it's kind of like mixed up. Is this your mobbing or your bossing setup, or is it just like your everything setup?
My everything. I don't be switching mines around. I just be saying.
Well, we can switch links twice a day now. And since you have access to so many characters, it might be highly advisable to switch them if you're specifically doing mobbing or bossing. So when you're bossing, you can get extra benefit from the boss and the ID ones, for example. Because since your ID is a little bit lower, if you equip Luminous, Ho Young, for example, Explorer Mages, that way you can get your ID up.
That
yeah.
Explorers have different links now. Before they didn't have none.
No, exactly.
Mage, like I said, I just created
Ice Lightning.
Ice Lightning that I actually like, but I was surprised. Her links is pretty good.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they didn't even have any before, but then the Ice Lightning one and then the Thieves one as well are actually pretty useful for late game and end game. Yeah.
The Thief is good for my class because I was looking at that and I was like, that's a waste.
Well, you can stack them together. That's why they become good. If you level all three to level 120 at least, and then stack them all together into one slot, that's when they get good.
Listen, I don't think I could do Shadowers, okay?
Well, you could just do another Night Lord, because you seem to love those.
I think they're cool, but I can't. I just know they're a little squishy, and that's going to give me a headache. I don't got no type of time.
But yeah,
I told you, I like characters that got some kind of defense to them, okay? Because I do not be hitting no damn potions all the damn time.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's why
nobody got time for that.
Out of all fucking characters, I fucking made the Canyon Master for how long as I fucking did. Because them motherfuckers are some squishy motherfuckers.
A little bit. Well, you get strength, right? Strength gives you defense, so it lowers the incoming damage.
Nah, they are some squishy. Listen.
A little bit, but you have an iframe.
Canyon Master was my first character on Reboot. Okay, so I went through the struggle. But Canyon Master, before they get their what used to be level 150 hyper, where they double their attack.
Oh right, okay. Yeah.
Before that was back in the day. Before when before they given making leveling and everything as easy as it is now. Okay, but listen, it took me about a year to get this character from level 10 to 200 because as soon as I got booster, and that being your first character,
yeah, oh yeah, for sure,
was real.
everything
Okay.
else is feeling a little bit different after that, probably.
Yes, that was the saving grace for me not quitting MapleStory. Once I got to level 150 and I got that booster, I was like, all right, cool. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Saving.
Okay. So right now, because we're approaching our hour and a half session. What
Oh, my.
do you feel right now? And I'm just keeping a little bit of an eye on the clock because we got like flag race coming soon and everything.
I
Um,
got you.
which of the things that I went over do you want to know a little bit more about, or which things on your account do you feel like you still need more information on first before we?
It's more like I want you to kind of look over my account, see what I can do to improve. Like I said,
Well,
the
that's
whole
what we've
point.
been doing.
Oh no! That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But is there anything in
Uh,
particular where you think like in this field I feel like I don't know enough, or like this equip I don't know what to do with this one in particular, for example, or?
um, other than okay, so we know how to get the Absolat.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna get nerfed, right? This character,
Yeah, it's
right?
gonna stay really good though. Yeah, they're gonna. There's like 3 separate lines of nerf coming, but they're still like top 5 in KMS as well. Like they stay really good. It's a good long term investment.
Okay, all right. So I should work on some drop gear. What kind of nerfs is he getting?
The shields are gonna do like half the damage, but they're gonna stay up twice as long. So the shields will do half the damage, but you'll have to press the hunting degree button only half as much, so that saves you a little bit. A
Yeah.
little bit less energy consumption. The 3 stacks is going down to 2. It's just like minor tweaks. It's no like huge overall of anything. Just
Oh, okay.
everything is just being brought down just a little bit. Like the I think the range of the swords is going to go down a little bit. Yeah, just to bring it a little bit more in line with the other classes and not be so hugely overpowered compared to them.
Gotcha. Any recommendation for a ring? Because the fact that I can't find another ring hurts my soul a little bit.
So the Kana treasure ring for the Princess No Prequest will come in. So that one
Okay.
will go into the set. After that, it's either Golok stuff or event rings whenever an event comes out. Like a Master Ring SS, Synergy Ring, Cosmos Ring. Oh, you already have Synergy, sorry. Cosmos Ring, Vengeful Reboot Ring. Just one of those, basically.
And what do you think I should be focusing on? Like my main goal is Absolute gear. That should be what my main focus should be on right now.
I would focus on mechanics for Goloks and on the
Like
on
Bullocks, really?
yeah, because I think you can start doing hard Goloks if you
Like
get
to solo it?
yeah, to solo it, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
And that will be a good foundation to be able to do Helix later. That's going to be like a while off, but the Golox equips are just so good, and you need to start working on that, on like those mechanics, so you can start getting all the frustration out of the way now of like failure, so you could just roll in and do your thing where you just mow them down, right? So you can start doing that as soon as possible. Nice, I love me some portal lag. Yeah, and that'll also hopefully bring you some rings and some accessories.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
Any other specific? So yeah, there's probably a better heart coming this winter. So until then, you don't have to do anything
Yeah,
crazy
it
with
broke
this
my
one.
heart because I cubed this thing to legendary, and I was gonna keep cubing it until I get something good. Until I heard somebody said there's a better heart coming.
Yeah,
I,
exactly.
I was like,
Yeah,
what?
either one droid or the fairy heart coming this hopefully this winter. I mean, yeah, it came in KMS, so we hope that we get it too.
Damn, and I gave her my NX hat. Gotta take my hat back from that bitch.
Well, hopefully there's a NX transfer event at some point, right? So you can take it back.
Oh, I should be able to just take it back by unequipping it.
Oh, you mean like that? Okay, I thought you meant like you committed it to a character where you didn't want it.
Oh no! Hey, listen, that requires spending real dinero on this.
True.
Next time, don't earn that.
Okay.
It
I mean,
all
everyone has
needs-
a different level of saying what is earned and what is not. So I haven't spent any money myself either, so I feel that.
Exactly, and I'm sure you have you been playing as long as me.
2005 to 2012 and 2016 until now.
Okay.
I'm at about 26,000 hours, I think, total.
Yeah, I don't. I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
I only
All I
know
know.
because used to use like Xfire. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
I used that
Oh
to
yo.
launch Maple, so it logged all my hours.
Oh wow.
That one was at around 17K when I stopped playing in 2012.
Okay.
A long time ago. And now I just look at how many hours I've streamed. I've streamed over 9,000 hours, so I just add that up.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I had never done that.
Yep.
I've never done that. I can tell you one thing: my PCs have definitely run his years of been sitting. MapleStory be
Idle
running.
Maple hours, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, from back in the day when you used to make money with the stand in the free market.
Oh yeah, for sure. In the hired merchant shop and then the regular merchant shop, just overnight.
Hell yeah, boy. Shit.
Yeah.
Good times.
Oh yeah, for sure. There were some really good times. Oh yeah. So for
Back when you actually gotta actually party up to fucking level in Lionheart, that was the height of it.
that was a lot. Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you had to actually party and fucking.
I did
Yeah.
those training parties in like Ghost Pirates and Vikings and
Oh
Grims and stuff
yeah.
in Ludibrium.
Oh man.
Yeah, that
Or
was
even with
different.
the little bus on what is that, MP3?
Oh
And
yeah.
shut down. Oh, good times.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm talking about, right? With the ghosts.
Yeah. The ghost ship before in front of the ghost
Yeah,
ship. Yeah,
yeah,
you
that's
could
what it's called,
stand on
ghost
the
ship.
on the big taxi. You could just stand on there
Yeah, good time.
for sure.
Good time.
Crimson
Yeah.
Crimson would. Oh yeah, the haunted mansion, the jesters and stuff, and the hoodoos and the voodoos and
Oh,
those
those
guys.
events was actually lit back then.
You have
Now
like
it's
60
watered
people
down.
fighting over 2 spawns because they give so much experience.
You're right.
Like-
And with the Bigfoot, the leveling shit.
Oh
where
yeah,
you get
Bigfoot.
party and they would fucking this nigga would kill Bigfoot and you be automatic level 30.
You know that came back recently. The sharing the map and doing stuff together. That when we were all farming for Junior Boogie cards, dude. It came back for a little bit, for like 2 days, and then we're just gonna
You wanna-
nerf the drop rate by a factor of 1,000 real quick. Oh,
Damn.
well, I guess that's dead.
Yeah. Listen, that's what Nexon should do for real. If they do that, this game will be so popular, so big everywhere.
I think.
Like,
Well,
the population rose.
yeah, it'll definitely start appealing again to the people who quit in the meantime.
Oh yeah.
So okay,
yeah.
so you know rings. If Dark Lords of Darkness gets announced, you want to jump on that. It's a really good event to get permanent totems.
Okay.
Usually comes around, but no guarantees around Halloween. So we are looking at, it's like almost end of September, so like end of October. That could be swinging around in like a month. So keep your eyes open for that. I have a guide for that as well. If you do like ! Dark Lords, I think. I have a YouTube video as well on how to do that in a way that can save you a lot of time. So if that swings around. Pendant wise, you probably want to kill Arc for either Mechanator Pendant or Dominator Pendant. That will be a useful daily to add to your rotation.
Kill Arc?
Yeah, Arcarium. Sorry, he's like a.
The
Guardian dude.
I'm like, what the hell?
You got to do the Silent Crusade prequest to unlock being able to fight him.
Oh, actually, I do fight him. I have the blue one. I'm not on.
Oh yeah, the Mechanator. Yeah. So
it's Negro.
So if you switch the Mechanator with this one, you can invest into the Mechanator as like a drop or Mesoptane coupon because that one does have flame advantage where the Horntail doesn't. So you can get a better flame and that way you can get more value out of the slot.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
And then you have a chance for you have
Oh,
a chance for a Dominator. If you can also hit a Dominator, then you can double the set, and Dominator even has better stats because it's an even higher level. So, but
and
it has
is the red one, right?
Yeah, but it's much more rare, so it'll probably take a while until you get one.
It's the highest level is the highest is normal, right? He doesn't have a chaos, right?
Yeah, it's just easy and normal. Yeah. Well, maybe who knows? Maybe like a hard or a chaos version will come out at some point. Even though,
because I'm still in the normal.
Yeah, you just bind them and fuck them up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, actually, my bind's been failing lately.
Oh.
This is the second boss I went into.
Oh, true. I had that with Clown.
Yeah.
I pop it, and the Clown's like, no. And he just walks off. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like what the hell is going on? And then
I
you
don't
bind
know.
them, they're bind for literally 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's clown bound malfunction. But one time I just bound like right in his face, and the clown was like, "Nope," and just he just like turned the other way around. He just 180 and just walked off. I'm like, what? What's going on?
Right.
Yeah, I don't
That
know
is
what that
so
is.
annoying.
Yeah, that is for sure.
That is so annoying. I had to literally switch my Legion back over to what I sent you the first one to kill him.
Oh
Because I
yeah.
killed the first time because he was on the other one with the XP.
Uh-huh,
And I was
uh-huh.
like, what the hell?
Yeah. When you're just on the border of like being able to kill him, but not all that comfortably. Yeah, sometimes one switch could be enough to make it a little bit more annoying. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because my bind never worked. So I literally had to just keep tanking this
Yeah, it's
Negro the whole
annoying.
time.
It's annoying because he starts spamming his full map attack, and it's like.
Yes, and especially with the twins. Oh, no.
Oh, with the snakes and everything coming out.
Yeah, I had to kill
fuck
because
those guys.
they split because if you don't bind them after when they get halfway, he split into 2. So I literally had to kill
Oh, you're talking about
each
clown.
of them.
Yeah, you're talking
was
about clown.
really annoying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
Down
sure.
one, and then right in the end,
Because then you gotta take off your toggles, right? You gotta take off your passives because they hit both, and then you heal the other one.
That's what happened.
Yep.
That's what ended up happening. My bind failed, and I went in there, and my burst still, I still burst him. He got to halfway, and then I was mad, and I was waiting, and then he killed me. I respawned, and I remember I had buff freezer, and I hit cleaver, and then he went right below 50%, and the twins came.
Yep.
So then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go at it, and I fully healed one. And then I killed the other one, and
then when you bind again, he just stops after like a second. He just exits it and splits again.
Right, but right before he splits again, I was able to burst him with enough damage to kill him.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Like Thank literally, God. As soon as he was splitting, is when he died.
Okay, good. Okay, so weapon, you're keeping this one. Belt, you can keep this one for a while because of set. The only thing that will go over is like a good reinforced or superior belt. So that's. This one stays for a while. So if you're going past 15 stars, you can switch the face accessory also for the tattoo, but you're probably just working slowly on getting the dineros there, I'm assuming.
So I think I kind of screwed up.
Oh,
but I remember doing the same stupidness on my Canyon Master.
Oh, you ran out? You bought it too quickly?
Yeah, I got like 2 dineros left.
Oh shit. Well, so there's 2 things you can do. You can either do the stimulus package.
The stimulus package?
Yeah, there's a stimulus package option for people who like dumbasses who spend all their money and don't have any left. Okay, you can get a one-time stimulus of some extra free dineros from the MapleStory government. All right, and that's a one-time. Okay, so you get to make that mistake one time per character, or you could do CPQ. That doesn't require dineros. Do you have up to Herb unlocked?
Oh yeah, I have it all unlocked.
Yeah, if you have Herb unlocked, you can do CPQ. That doesn't require you to get dineros, but you do get dineros from it when you complete it. So if you do that a few times,
that's what
you'll have enough.
I would do.
Yep.
I know. I was sitting in there for about 2 hours the other day, just chilling, just smoking and watching TV. And then I was like, fuck it. I turned on my projector and I started watching the movie and got high and fucking forgot. And then I had like 10 invites and I was like, fuck it. We gonna do this again. But yeah.
Yeah, so the tattoo, and then you keep the eye, just hold on to that until if there's a 5, 10, 15 event, then you can start pushing things. Well, so first there's a 30% off event coming right next Sunday, so you can start getting the things.
Really?
Yeah, so you can start pushing to.
I've been throwing away my missiles in that room because
you don't want
the no boom.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So I've been trying to take advantage of that. So I've been throwing a lot of my missiles.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, that's also decent. Like if you don't have backups, you can use the no boom room as well. That's almost equivalent to like 30% off outside because then you'd still have to safeguard, right?
Yeah, that's why I told you about the pins.
Yeah.
I was sad because I at least wanted to get a 15, and that 160 mil is what I made for my daily.
Oh, see, it is mil. You said K though. You said 160K. I was like, what did you try like one time?
Nah. That
That's
was
60.
mistype.
Okay, that's important. Okay. Yeah. So keep using the room. And then if there's items that you do have backups for, or I guess you don't need the 30% off then because you're gonna use the room right for your pants, then for your top, and then I don't know. You could possibly do the earrings maybe, right? Because you're gonna hold those for a while. Might as well get a little bit of damage out of them.
Really? I hate them shits.
Well,
I want to
you don't
get my
have to do it. You don't
superior.
have to. You could just wait until 30% off and then get them to like 10 or 11 or something like that, right?
I think I'm
Same
gonna
as
just wait
the.
until I get my superior. They look better.
They look better, but it's going to take a long time before you get them. Don't underestimate how long that's going to take because Hardlux, even if you can clear him, Hellux has like 10 times the HP. It's a big wide jump from there. Don't underestimate how long that's going to take.
Okay.
So
And they
shoes,
made him that strong?
yeah, a lot, yeah. So shoes goes into Abzo. The earring you're going to take for a while, so I would advise in upgrading that a little bit more because it's going to stick with you, and you're going to go for legendary with drop and mezzo anyway.
Which one? My earring?
Yeah, the current earring because the flame is that good. I would invest into it definitely.
Which one? My synergy ring or
Oh
the?
no, the earring. Sorry, the Diacitus earring. So I'm kind of going by the equips now. So with the earring now, and then the shoulder goes into Abzo, so it's whatever now. The glove goes into Abzo, so it's whatever now. And then the heart we talked about, right? The cape is really good, so I would buy the cape last when it comes to the Lotus equips, right? Because the glove is going to be bigger upgrade, shoes going to be way bigger upgrade. The cape is going to be the smallest upgrade, so I would buy that one last.
Gotcha.
Secondary, doing Princess No. And then are you doing the Monster Park dailies?
Honestly, no.
That would be it's quite a long-term engagement, but it would be a good idea to get because it does come with 10% IED once you do get it.
Oh, but don't you gotta do it like 100 times or something like that?
77 times on every single day, yeah.
On what? On every what?
On
You
every
said on every day?
on every day of the week, yeah.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, so if you do it, you can do it up to 7 times a day, so you have to at least do it for 11 weeks straight every day, 7 times.
How long is that? 11 weeks. What is
It's
that?
almost 3 months, like 2.5
Oh,
months.
you wilding for respect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yep.
Nah, that's.
Yeah, I think I got it on 8 characters now, 9.
Oh,
Because it doesn't share either. You get the clears on every single character individually.
That's great, but
But
you see,
that's great. Yeah.
This is the difference. You do this more as a job.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right?
Yeah.
You stream every day, correct?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't do that. I
No,
don't
you
got
don't.
no type of time.
So you got more time to do Monster Park because you're not streaming.
Nah, MapleStory has always been a a hobby, a pastime. You know what I'm saying? You just got a whole bunch of time. You know, smoke a little blunt. You know what I'm saying? Sit back. You know what I'm saying? With some chips and play some MapleStory. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
That's what MapleStory has always been. You know what I'm saying? Or if I don't want to turn my projector, I'll play my Xbox.
I see.
You know what I'm saying? Or I don't have my lady over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, you can maybe play a Kana, dude. Make those bosses a lot easier.
You know what? You want to know what's the name of my Kana?
Hang on. Oh shit! I closed the window.
For every.
Is it TOS friendly? Hang on. Is it TOS friendly?
No.
It's a good thing I asked then.
Characters that I don't like they have a common theme in their name. Like my Kana.
Ends with an A or something?
Huh?
Does it end in an A?
No.
No? Their names don't end in A's?
Let's just say it's 2 words. The first word is what you refer to it like a female dog, and the last word is maid.
Yes. I see.
Yes. It's very stupid, but
you know,
it makes sense to me in my high self. So the characters that I don't like, their name is spelled somewhat basically saying the same thing.
Okay. But maybe a little bit derogatory, but
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And what's funny, if you look at the way I design each character, because like I said, I've been playing this game for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
which means I have a lot of the permanent NX that MapleStory has given out throughout all the years.
Mm-hmm.
So which means I have a scatter of different permanent NX scattered on all my different characters.
Yep.
And because all them share it, so I create like different mismatch. And I tell you, just for the fucking fun of them, playing these characters, if I show you how they look, you're gonna die laughing.
Is it like similar to your Cannoneer?
Low key, but each one of them have their own theme.
I see. Oh, okay. Is the theme like cacophony, like just mix match of everything?
No, it's all makes sense. It's
okay. Actually, all right.
Like for example, like my Cannon match, you see how everything it's an all mixed match, but it all comes together in that same theme. So yeah,
I see. Okay. So does that answer all of your questions for the equips for all of the pieces? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you get me some carries, so you know what I'm saying, when you're giving out carries, shoot me a message.
I carry with knowledge and with perseverance and support, determination. I carry with all of that. Okay.
Listen, I believe I heard you say that at this point, I believe this could be an exact quote if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Okay. I believe at this point I can one-shot everything. Okay, and I've been able to solo everything up to hard Damien, if I'm not mistaken, on your arc. So
on my arc, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't really solo hard Damien. Do it together with Akana, but yeah.
Even then, you know what I'm saying? I'll be the little bitch, you know what I'm saying, in the wall, be the floating head.
Floating head Akana right now.
You know what I'm saying? You need another bind? I got you.
I know what you're saying, but okay, so I've had to pee for like the last 40 minutes. Not gonna lie. If you're good, then I'm gonna bounce and run to the bathroom. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, we could.
All right, I'll upload this to YouTube. You can look at it at a later date when your mind is more open to other things. And then you can start working on a little bit of plan, update your dailies, make a list of the flame scores, and then start looking at what needs upgrading and what can just be completely ignored and stuff like that, okay?
Cool.
All right, I had a good time chatting with you. It was fun. I think you had fun.
We gonna take a hit.
And I wish I could. Okay, you take a hit for me.
We'll do.
We'll do. All right.
Listen, and get several hits throughout this entire time.
All right. Okay. If there's anything that you after watching the video, you still have any questions, just hit me up on Discord, and then I'll just follow up. Okay.
All right. Don't be ignoring my message, my guy.
No. But it's just during the stream, and I don't have Discord open because I already have so many things open. So sometimes I see Discord messages really late. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not personally. No, I do know that I could respond faster, but I do. That's something I might have to do. Okay. All right. Well, good luck with everything. And have a wonderful rest of your day. I guess you seem to be on the way there, though. Yeah, that sounds great. Amazing. All right, just be careful now.
Oh yeah, man, that was.
I'll just give you a pat on the back through the internet to.
Oh no, I'm good. I ain't good. I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's
veteran in this game. You feel me? you have all the high characters. You know what I'm saying? I got all the trees.
Yeah, you got the trees for sure. Yeah.
That's why I'm a slow leveler, because 10 years from me, be like, all right, cool. I'm about to sit here for 2 hours.
Yeah, just play the video on half speed, okay? So you can. You can pace along with the.
I mean, I follow. What you mean?
Yeah.
I follow.
No. No, I'm good. I'm just messing with you, dude. Okay. All right. I'll. So if there's anything, message me on Discord, and otherwise, I'll see you around in the chat.
Cool.
All right, dude. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Weird character name message you. That's
yeah. All right. I'll keep that in mind. If it's, I know the prefix and the suffix, so if I see those two things together, I know it's you.
Gotcha.
All right.
Perfect. All right.
All right. Have a great day, dude. See ya.
You too, man.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah.
All right, I could talk to him forever, but I really need to pee. And we got Ursus as well. All right, if you also are a fan of getting stronger and moving through the game and would like to have one of these sessions of yourself, follow the information in the description. I do these for both donations or for people in the stream who are subbed and who have played, who have watched a lot of the stream. So check out the information on how to get a progression session of your own. And then maybe you can also be high as fuck with me on a call while I try to keep you on point and you're just reminiscing and just smoking trees. That could be you on the YouTubes, just getting famous, I guess. So yeah, let me know if you guys also want that, and just hit me up through the proper channels. Just follow the information in the description, and I'll see you guys on the next one.